What is going on, guys? So today at my shop, roadside assistance calls are coming in based on, how cold it is. It's been 38 degrees this morning, so people's batteries have been dead based on the cold weather. So I've been having jump start after jump start after jump start, so it's been kind of crazy. I got that 2005 Saturn L300. It is back at my shop. Apparently the transmission control module is fried, so it needs to be changed out. Customer said that it was hesitating, and when I diagnosed it, it was the transmission control module that needs to be changed out. Still waiting for approval on this Buick Century here, 2001 Buick Century. So I worked on Black Betty because the heat was not working in the front. The heat was working in the back. So I'm just going to go ahead and tell you guys exactly what I did with it to get heat in the front. So there's this little thing. I had to do a little bypass, a little modification because, I had no heat in the front. So I'm going to show you this little module right here. Yes, I have a wet floor over here. I had the truck nosed in. So we got this little valve here, and it is vacuum fed right here. There's a little vacuum plug right here, and there's this little vacuum valve here. So how this thing is set up is that there's coolant that comes from the engine, goes right in here, and this tube here goes back to the engine so that it feeds around and goes through the radiator, cools off and everything. And this side here is supposed to be for the heater core. So what happens is coolant goes in here, and based on how the valve is set, it goes in. If the valve is set to close, it's not going to feed water to the heater core. It's just going to return back to the engine for it to be cooled down. Now, if this thing is flipped inwards, which is sucked in, it's supposed to route the coolant from the inlet straight to the heater core, come back out of the heater core, come right here, go back up, and feed back to the engine. Well, apparently, if you look in here, as I'm pushing this in and out, if I can show you guys, as I'm flipping it around, there's no valve in here. There's no flap. So that's the cause of it. So now what I did was I basically deleted this. The vacuum does work on it, but I'm gonna get a new part eventually. I don't know how much this thing costs. I need to look it up in my system. But yeah, I just basically routed both the inlets here and outlets here together. So there is no actuator or anything like that. So it's just gonna be hanging out. So that's what I did for Black Betty. So thank you guys for watching.